Welcome to the channel, Coin Lovers. Today we're exploring the top 4 rare United States of America Monticello 5-cent coins that collectors are always eager to find. These Jefferson nickels come in different conditions and carry various mint marks, and even the smallest detail can make a major difference in their value. From scarce early dates to unique mint errors and special wartime varieties, these Monticello 5-cent coins continue to be some of the most exciting discoveries in the numismatic world. So take a close look at your own nickels. You might be holding a hidden treasure without even realizing it. Let's get started. First up, the United States of America Monticello 5-cent coin from 1988, minted at the Philadelphia Mint and preserved in very fine condition. This Jefferson nickel is a classic piece of American coinage that carries both historical and collectible value. The 1988 Jefferson nickel continues the long-running design that first appeared in 1938. Even though it is a modern coin, it carries a rich legacy that connects collectors to decades of American history. The obverse, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. In very fine condition, you can still see strong outlines of Jefferson's hair, cheekbone, and collar, although some high-point details may appear lightly worn. The inscription, "In God We Trust," appears to the left of the portrait, while the word "Liberty" and the year 1988 are positioned to the right. These elements remain clear and sharp in very fine examples of this coin. Below the date, the small P mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In very fine condition, the mint mark is typically easy to read and free from heavy damage. On the reverse of the coin, you'll find the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's famous home in Virginia. Even in very fine condition, the steps of Monticello and the general architecture remain visible with moderate wear. Above the building is the inscription E Pluribus Unum, a traditional motto featured on many U.S. coins. The wording remains readable and adds to the overall beauty of the reverse design. Below the Monticello building is the name Monticello, centered and clearly visible. Under that, the denomination 5 cents appears in bold lettering that stays strong even with multiple years of circulation. At the bottom of the reverse side, the phrase United States of America completes the design. This lettering typically remains sharp in very fine condition. Coins like this one, Jefferson nickels from the 1980s, are still commonly found in circulation, but coins preserved in very fine condition are more desirable to collectors who focus on quality and detail. Very fine condition indicates moderate but even wear, with all major design elements fully visible. This gives the coin a balanced look, showing its history while still retaining its beauty. The 1988 P Jefferson nickel is composed of a copper-nickel blend, giving it a silver-gray color that holds up well over time. In very fine condition, the surface may show light wear but retains a nice overall shine. Collectors appreciate this coin because it represents a long-running and iconic design in American coinage. Jefferson nickels have been a staple in pockets and wallets for generations. The Monticello building on the reverse offers a detailed architectural view that stands out among U.S. coin designs. Even with some wear, its structure remains one of the most recognizable images in American numismatics. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint often lack the premium that low mintage mint marks provide, making them more accessible to beginners who want to build a quality set. Very fine condition coins strike a perfect balance between affordability and aesthetics, giving collectors a chance to enjoy the design without paying high premiums for mint state grades. This 1988 nickel also carries the appeal of being over 3 decades old, making it a nostalgic piece for collectors who enjoy coins that blend modern age and historical relevance. Many collectors seek Jefferson nickels by year and mint mark, and the 1988 P is an essential part of a complete date and mint collection. Very fine condition pieces help elevate the appearance of the full set. The combination of a clear portrait, readable details, and solid reverse design makes this coin pleasing to study and enjoyable to include in numismatic displays. Although not considered rare, the 1988 P nickel has significance for collectors who appreciate circulated quality coins that still retain strong details and character. Holding a very fine condition Jefferson nickel gives you a sense of the everyday history of the United States, from commerce to culture, carried in the hands of countless Americans. This coin is a wonderful example of how a common piece of currency can become a meaningful collectible, especially when preserved with care and appreciated for its design and history. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5-cent coin from 1975, a classic Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, meaning it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin, preserved in good condition, still carries rich history and visual appeal for collectors. The 1975 Jefferson nickel belongs to the long-running series that began in 1938 and continues to hold a special place in American coinage. Even in good condition, This coin reflects decades of circulation and the story of everyday American life. On the obverse, the coin features the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. In good condition, much of the high-point detail is worn, but the overall portrait remains visible and recognizable. The inscription, "In God We Trust," appears to the left side of Jefferson's portrait. Even with wear, this motto usually remains readable on coins from this era and condition. The right of the portrait, the word "Liberty" and the year 1975 are present. On good condition examples, the text may appear softer or slightly faded, but still legible enough to identify. Because Philadelphia did not place mint marks on nickels until 1980, this 1975 piece naturally shows no mint mark, making it instantly identifiable as a Philadelphia issue. Turning to the reverse, we see the image of Monticello, Jefferson's famous home in Virginia. In good condition, the building's overall shape is visible, though fine details like the steps may appear smooth from circulation wear. Above Monticello is the motto "E pluribus unum," Latin for "out of many, one." This motto remains an important symbol of unity and American values, even on a circulated coin. Below the building is the word Monticello, centered above the denomination 5 cents. On a coin in good condition, these inscriptions are still readable, though often softened with age. At the bottom of the reverse, the words "United States of America" complete the design. Even after decades of use, this text typically stays clear and identifiable. Good condition indicates significant wear from circulation, but all major elements of the design remain visible. This condition grade represents a coin that has been well used but not heavily damaged. Collectors often enjoy good condition coins from the 1970s because they offer affordability while still holding historical charm, making them a great starting point for beginners. The 1975 nickel is made from a copper-nickel alloy, giving it the familiar silver-gray color common to modern U.S. 5-cent pieces. In good condition, the surface shows wear but often has a smooth, well-handled appearance. This coin represents a time when Jefferson nickels were used widely across the United States, making them a true symbol of everyday American commerce. Because the 1975 nickel had a large mintage, it is not considered rare, but finding one in decent shape today still appeals to collectors who enjoy vintage circulation pieces. Many collectors seek out Jefferson nickels by year, and the 1975 Philadelphia issue is an essential piece for completing a full-date set from the decade. Good condition coins like this one tell the story of their journey, through pockets, cash registers, stores, and hands over nearly half a century. Each small mark and softness of detail reflects time and history. The overall design, created by Felix Schlag, continues to be admired for its simplicity and elegance. Even when worn, the portrait of Jefferson and the Monticello building remain iconic features. This 1975 nickel is part of the pre-1980 era when Philadelphia nickels carried no mint marks, a detail many collectors find historically interesting and easy to recognize. While this coin may not carry high monetary value, it holds collectible importance as a piece of American heritage, especially for those passionate about Jefferson nickels. Holding a circulated 1975 nickel is a reminder of how everyday objects can become historical artifacts, offering a small window into the past and the nation's long-running coinage tradition. Its good condition demonstrates both its age and durability, making it a humble but meaningful addition to any collection, especially for those who appreciate the beauty of circulated vintage coins. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents coin from 1990, featuring the P mint mark and preserved in very fine condition. This Jefferson nickel represents a modern era of American coinage while still holding collectible charm. The 1990 nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson series that began in 1938. The design remained consistent for decades, making each date a familiar yet interesting piece for collectors to explore. This particular coin, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, shows the P mint mark to the right of the portrait. On the obverse, the coin displays the classic left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. In very fine condition, the hair detail and facial features are still visible, though lightly worn from circulation. The overall appearance remains strong and well-defined. The left of Jefferson's portrait, the motto "In God We Trust" appears clearly. In very fine condition, the letters remain sharp, with only minor smoothing from regular use. On the right side of the obverse, you'll find the word "Liberty" written in script, followed by the date, 1990. These elements remain easily readable and lightly worn, which is typical for a coin in very fine grade. Just below the date sits the P mint mark, indicating that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike earlier periods, the P mint mark was already standard for nickels by 1990. Moving to the reverse, The coin showcases the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's historic home. In very fine condition, the dome, windows, and steps remain visible, although some minor wear can be seen on the highest points. Above Monticello, the motto E pluribus unum stretches across the upper rim. On this coin, the letters appear clear and evenly struck, with only slight wear due to circulation. Below the building, the word Monticello is centered above the denomination 5 cents. Both inscriptions are readable with good clarity, making this a strong example of a circulated but well-preserved nickel. At the bottom of the reverse, the words United States of America complete the design. Even after years of circulation, they remain sharp and easy to read on a very fine condition piece. Very fine condition indicates a coin that saw moderate circulation but still retains most of its detail. This condition is appreciated by new collectors because it combines affordability with strong eye appeal. The metallic composition of the 1990 nickel is a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a durable and lasting appearance. Even with small marks from circulation, the coin maintains a clean and presentable surface. This coin represents the modern era of nickel production, making it a familiar piece to collectors who enjoy coins from the late 20th century. Its very fine condition ensures that it stands out from heavily worn examples. Because 1990 nickels were produced in large numbers, they are not considered rare. However, finding one in very fine condition adds a level of collectability, especially for those building a high-quality date and mint mark set. Collectors often look for the 1990p as part of a complete Jefferson nickel timeline, and coins in this condition help fill that spot with strong definition and visual appeal. The detailed portrait of Jefferson, combined with the iconic depiction of Monticello, showcases the long-lasting work of designer Felix Schlag, whose design shaped generations of American coinage. Holding a 1990p nickel in very fine condition gives you a sense of how the coin moved through circulation yet managed to maintain much of its detail, making it a story of durability and craftsmanship. Each circulation mark and patch of light wear on the coin speaks to its history, passing through hands, shops, and pockets across the United States over many years. This piece offers collectors a chance to appreciate the balance between modern production and traditional coin design, making it a timeless addition to any Jefferson nickel collection. Whether you're collecting nickels by date, building a mint mark set, or simply appreciating American coins from the 1990s, the 1990p in very fine condition remains a solid and attractive choice. This coin stands as a reminder of how everyday currency can become part of numismatic history, capturing a small piece of America's journey through time and commerce. The 1990p Jefferson nickel, with its strong details and preserved features, shows that even modern coins can carry both beauty and history, making it a worthwhile piece for collectors at any level. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents coin from 1978, a classic Jefferson nickel that carries both history and collectible value. This coin, struck more than 4 decades ago, remains a familiar piece of American pocket change but holds interest for collectors when found in well-preserved condition. The 1978 nickel was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and because the Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark on nickels during this time, the coin appears without the P symbol. This absence is one of the features that helps identify its origin. The obverse of the coin features the well-known portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. In very good condition, the outline of Jefferson's hair, face, and coat remain visible, though the finer details show moderate wear from circulation. The motto "In God We Trust" appears on the left side of the portrait and is still clear and readable on coins in very good condition. The letters show slight flattening but remain strong and easily identifiable. On the right side of the obverse, you can see the word "Liberty" written in Jefferson-style script. Next to it is the year 1978, marking the coin's date. Both elements remain readable, although circulation has softened the sharper lines. Since this coin was minted in Philadelphia, you won't see any mint mark beside the date. This is completely normal for nickels from this era, as Philadelphia mint marks were not used on this denomination until 1980. Turning the coin over, the reverse displays the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's historic home, which is central to the design of every Jefferson nickel. In very good condition, the major structure of Monticello is visible, though fine architectural details show moderate wear. Above Monticello, the Latin motto E pluribus unum arcs across the upper rim. The lettering remains intact but visibly worn, consistent with a circulated coin from the late 1970s. Below the building, the word Monticello is centered in bold lettering. Even in very good condition, this inscription is usually clear and remains a prominent part of the reverse design. The denomination 5 cents appears below the building name, and the words United States of America curve along the bottom of the reverse. These inscriptions generally remain clear on well-preserved circulated examples like this one. A coin graded as very good condition has seen significant circulation but still maintains strong overall design visibility. Most major elements are recognizable, though details are quite flat. For collectors, this grade strikes a balance between affordability and historic appeal. The composition of the 1978 nickel is a durable copper-nickel alloy that resists corrosion and holds up well over decades of use. Even after years in circulation, the coin maintains a clean metallic appearance. The 1978 Jefferson nickel belongs to the period before the design refresh of the early 2000s, making it part of the long era of traditional Jefferson nickel design. This makes it appealing for collectors who enjoy classic American coinage. Although 1978 nickels were produced in high numbers, collectors still enjoy adding circulated examples to complete their year-end mint sets. The absence of a mint mark helps distinguish this coin from Denver minted pieces. For new collectors, a very good condition coin like this one serves as an excellent example of a typical late 70s nickel that circulated widely across the United States. It tells a story of everyday use and the durability of American coinage. The Jefferson nickel series is well loved because it blends simplicity, history, and iconic design. Even a circulated 1978 example captures these qualities beautifully, offering collectors a connection to a long-running series. Finding a 1978 nickel in very good condition is common, but for those building collections, filling each date requires coins that maintain their readability and structure, just like this one. This coin represents a moment in American history when the design remained unchanged for decades, symbolizing stability and tradition in U.S. currency. Every mark on the 1978 nickel reflects its journey through pocket change, cash registers, and everyday transactions over the years, giving it character and authenticity. Collectors often appreciate how the reverse design of Monticello connects directly to Jefferson's legacy, giving even circulated coins a historical significance beyond their face value. The 1978 nickel may be common, but its preserved state in very good condition makes it a meaningful piece for hobbyists who want a complete and visually strong set of Jefferson nickels. This coin stands as a reminder that even everyday coins hold a piece of America's past, and preserving them keeps history alive for future collectors and coin enthusiasts.